Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Gold Saucer every week when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. This then is a bit of an interesting week, 326. Of course, if you want to earn some MGP towards your new Framers kit or any of the other rewards you might be working towards, such as the Orchestrons from the Final Fantasy XVI event that's still currently on, then you might want to watch this. Of course, this week's theme is Pantheran Pirate. The individual clues include leaping leopards for our helm, shivering timbers for our chest, the Great Sigmascape for our gloves, and short shorts for our legs. In this video, we've got a 100 score, as well as a really easy 80 as well. Okay, for that 100 score, as you can see here, we have gone for a plethora of items that fill the gold rating. On our left side, make sure you have something equipped in every single slot, including your accessories and obviously your feet in particular here. We are only looking at the helm, chest, arms, and legs today. Specifically, first of all, we've got the Quirl mask taking in the #1 spot for our head. This is probably the easiest of the two options that you can actually fill this slot with. For leaping leopards, you can either go for the Quirl mask, which is of course with MGP from the Gold Saucer, or you can go for the Spotted Fedora, which involves doing the Quirl Regina Fate and using those claws. For that helm then, if you do want to get the Quirl mask, you can easily get this, everybody in the game can get this by spending some MGP. I know it seems counterintuitive to spend MGP to get MGP, but this is a very real option, and some of the other options might not be accessible to you, especially on a free trial. Whereas if we go on to the prize claim 2 section in the Gold Saucer at the Gold Saucer Attendant in the entrance square, similar to where the Yokai event is currently going on, you can go all the way to the bottom and you will find under here the Quirl mask. This will cost you 24,000 MGP, which isn't that much considering Fashion Report will give you 60,000 base back. With MGP buffs in your free company, that's 66,000. So this really isn't that bad. Definitely pick this up. It is used in future Fashion Reports. It's equipable by everybody in the game at level 1 and above. Moving on then, for our chest piece, I went for the Pago shirt. The reason I went for this is because it's easily accessible to the most part. Obviously, this is equipable by all classes, both genders in the game, level 1 and above. You can originally get this from Pagos lockboxes from Eureka Pagos. It's a cool glamour item and is sold on the market board quite regularly. But of course, there are some alternatives. If you have access, for example, to crafting, you can make the Arachne shirt of striking or the Arachne shirt of scouting. Both of those will also work for this slot this week. Moving on then, for our gloves, these are the Carborundum Gauntlets of Striking I went for. Let's talk about where we can actually get these from. You might be wondering how difficult is it to actually get some of the gloves. Now we can go for Carborundum or Diamond. The Diamond version of these comes from Sigmascape on Savage mode, which again is not actually that difficult, especially if you have a group of people. And of course, if you unsync this, if you are level 70, you could obviously join a party finder, get one of your friends to set up a group for the normal mode. For example, we're going to do Sigmascape V1 unsynchronized, and essentially me and Fran are going to take that down, but you can easily solo it as a level 90. And if you're having any trouble, take a tank instead. But of course, if you are level 70, you can easily access this content yourself because it's just normal mode, so you could even queue into it. But I'm just going to show you how quick and easy this is. And just like that, we have it down. It only took, what, a couple of minutes, something like that? What was the time on that? Yeah, probably like a minute or so. The thing that you want to get, though, specifically are cranks. Now, as you can see, only one of them dropped, and we need 2, so we can do this twice. And then there's our second crank needed. Right, next port of call is of course Rauka's Reach to actually exchange these cranks. Now obviously we can go up to the main vendors, which are over here on the right side, just where you teleport from basically all of these traders on the side, and you will find obviously all of the bits and pieces that you would want from Gelfradus, I think that's what it's called. And of course we can exchange the Sigmascape parts, not necessarily the data logs because that's Savage. If you've got the Savage clears, you can get them there. But of course we can go here and obviously you can pick whatever role you want, right? So this means that you can be a Disciple of Magic or War. In this case, we're going to go for the gloves. I think we're going to go for the gloves of striking specifically. I've already got those ones, but you can go for any of the carborundum, or like I say, you can go for the actual Savage ones as well, which are called diamond gear, diamond gauntlets, diamond gloves, those things, which will require you to have 6 of the Datalog 2s. So of course, any carborundum or diamond gauntlets or gloves for any role will work for this slot, but there are no other alternatives outside of Sigmascape. For our legs then, we have a very easy item, the goatskin brace. This is one of many items that could fit this slot, including the toadskin brace, which is also vendor purchased, as well as things like the expeditioner's pantalettes, the Rami pantalettes, the griffin skin pantalettes. We've got stuff like the Urius breeches, the sailor brace, crescent moon bottoms. It goes on. There's quite a lot of items, but I don't think we can really stray away from a vendor purchase item for too long before it becomes probably the easiest option for you. So let's go and show you where you can get that. You can actually go to any city-state armor vendor. This is the one in Uldar called Gwalter, the Battlecraft Armorer. You'll find them in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And what we're essentially going to do is we're going to click on the Disciple of War tab and levels 20 to 29 tab. And if we scroll down here, we will see the goatskin brace. This, of course, is specifically locked to Disciple of War, but it's only level 20, so it's not too bad. And of course, this will cost you 675 gil. And that's pretty much the 100 score, all in all, mixing those things together. Let's move on to the easiest 80 then, with items from this. One of said easy 80s then, in fact an 84 score that we got here, is combining the 24,000 MGP equipable by everybody in the game vendor purchase from the Gold Saucer prize claim 2 purchased Cowl mask itself. This is actually quite a good item and it's an investment in future fashion reports as well. Plus, if you want a quirl on your head, then you can do that. And then we've combined that with the goatskin brace, again vendor purchase, low-level city-state armorers, such as Gwalter in Uldar's Steppe of Thal, in the market district of the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And obviously, you know, these two combined with something in every other slot will give you a gold score and an 80 plus. Of course, this is the minimum required for the maximum MGP for the week anyway. Obviously, if we wanted to get the spring bottoms and the spring set, we would need to have cumulative weeks of 100s, but this is all you need for the maximum MGP, which is what we're going for. So that's one of the options. Another option that is also, you know, new player friendly, free trial friendly, is obviously to go and get the carborundum gauntlets from Sigmascape 1 with the actual, obviously the cranks that drop there. You need 2 runs of that. Of course, you can do that in the party finder or the duty finder. And it's a level 70 raid. It's not too difficult, but of course does require unlocking it. There is a great storyline if you've never done that before. And we've combined those with, again, the goatskin brace, which is a vendor purchased pair of legs. Of course, whilst we're here, we might as well look at the dies as well. So let's look at an 80 score with dies. So the 80 with dies then, as you can see, we've dyed any weapon in the game jet black dye, so not off to a good start. Any helm in the game curl yellow. We've got any chest piece Dalamud red. Then we've got any hands in the game lime green dye. We've got sunset orange on any legs in the game, and then finally lime green on any feet in the game. There's not a lot of options there that are, you know, purchasable from a vendor. A lot of those are crafted dyes. The only expensive one though really is jet black on the weapon. But of course, if you wanted to, you could mix any of the other ideas that we showed earlier with the other easier V80s, and then 3 of these dies with 1 of the items, and you'll get an 80 score as well. It's not too bad, honestly, this week, and I don't think you necessarily need to go down the die route, but if you do, there's the options as well. Anyway, hopefully this video has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. It obviously means a lot to me that you're keeping watching my videos, even though I've been a bit ill lately. I'm trying to get better as soon as possible. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but hopefully next week I can properly furnish the YouTube channel with plenty of videos. I have lots of ideas and lots of things coming up for Dawn Trail as well, so I'm excited to share all of those with you as well. Much love, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.